driven the weakness out of you. I thought I made you strong.
How did you draw the weakness out? What did you do? What did you do?
I don't have to tell you anything.
Oh, but you do. You see, you said it yourself. You're something between this world and the mirror. I summoned you out. Now, you are bound to me.
It was your first major villain role, right?
Yeah.
So did that come naturally to you, being evil?
It was like relatively easy, which is worrying. But yeah, it's great fun to play the villain. I mean, you have these fantastic lines and these moments, and especially in this heightened reality, you know, there's something kind of arch about it and exciting. So I loved it. I loved that she was a villain with this empathetic backstory of something so awful that happened to her, and the reason why she becomes a villain, you know, was the appeal, because I think often you're presented with this rampaging lunatic of a person and you're just supposed to accept them for being who they are, but you really saw the origin of the character as this very normal girl, and that was a big appeal for me.
Obviously, you're playing alongside fellow Hollywood heavyweights Charlize Theron, Jessica Chastain. That must have been so much fun.
It's such a rare thing to find a film with 3 female roles in it, but let alone 3 really empowered ones and really layered and different. And that was a huge part of it for me, of wanting to sign on just to kind of breathe the same air as those powerhouse women. And I should say Chris as well. Let's call him a powerhouse woman as well.
I was going to say, is this the beginning of a new girl squad, or is Chris involved?
Chris can be involved because he's a bit of a girl. He can be involved. He is the ultimate man, the ultimate dream man, as we call him.
Just the other day, actually, you said in an interview you don't want to do nudity in film anymore.
I said it quite lightly. I mean, it's not something I wouldn't do. Like I've just done like a semi-nude thing in Girl on the Train, but I don't think I'm not like looking for that. You know.
Do you feel that nudity is ever really necessary to drive a narrative?
Yes, I do. Yeah. You know, and sometimes I think it can be really effective if it's shot correctly, if it's not gratuitous.
Another thing you mentioned also was that you think we should stop talking about sexism in Hollywood. Can you tell us a bit more about this? Why you think talking about it?
Well, I actually don't believe in stopping talking about it. I think that sometimes we can put such a finite stamp on it by talking about it excessively and in the wrong context. I think it's important to keep the conversation going, and I think that there's a momentum happening right now. But I also feel that there's a shift happening, so we've got to sort of embrace that and put a stamp on that as opposed to keep talking about the differences, because this new wave of fantastic roles for women is happening. It is starting to happen, and it's now just about maintaining it. So I think we've got to start really talking about things in a positive way. But I know I've done films where I've been paid considerably less than the men, but at the same time, you want to work, you want to play these roles, you want to have an opportunity that you're given in a great film, and now I feel I've been doing this a long time, and I feel like I've got more of a responsibility to fight for what my male equivalent would be earning, you know.
Since having Hazel, your daughter, do you find things have changed in the way that you approach roles?
Yeah.
And how so?
I think you become a bit more practical about it. Not only about the time frame of how long you'll be working for and how long that means you'd have to kind of juggle being a mother and being an actress for, but also, you know, really what I'm putting out there into the world has become more important to me, and I want to play people that inspire me and that therefore can inspire sort of other people, including my daughter.
And what has she come to visit you on? What films has she visited
this
you on?
one and The Girl on the Train.
Oh, both inspiring.
She's seen me play really inspiring people. Yeah, just the ice queen and then a raging boozer.
And how did she react to seeing
She had
you?
no reaction whatsoever to the ice queen. It was
wow.
like how I dressed on a Friday night to her. Like no reaction to the white skin and white hair, which was quite moving because it's like she sort of accepts you for being who you are rather than some superficial facade. And then The Girl on the Train, she was a bit put off by my rosacea face, like probably wondering why. She was like, ooh, red, when she saw my face, so red.
I'm really looking forward to it, actually,
Yeah.
especially that now.